Third time's the charm, maybe. Maybe if I wait a little bit, I'm gonna give it a second before starting multiple streams. Just to let it warm up a little bit. Let's see how that works. Now I'm gonna pop in the second one. Okay. Doesn't look bad. Like it's not lagging like it did before. And I'm gonna activate Twitch afterwards. Let me actually just see how the YouTube is going. Always problems, always problems. Constant problems. Do I look okay? Is everything working? I look like I'm doing fine there. Sorry for the dinging. Okay, looks fine. Looks fine. Now I'm gonna start Twitch. And let's see if everything goes crazy. H265 is the better format to send to YouTube if this is working. Or maybe there's some weird shit going on with my computer. Because this seems to be working much better than before. Or maybe it's because I delayed it a little bit. I'm not sure. But whatever. Whatever works. I'm gonna go with whatever works. Twitch is unstable like usual. I'm used to that. Looks fine though. Perfect. Okay, looks like we're actually up and running now. Awesome. Now I'm gonna start my recordings and hope that nothing goes wrong there. Give me just a moment there. So, how's everybody doing today? How is everybody doing? We are going to finalize our automations today. Give me just a moment here. One second. Just texting somebody. I need to make myself a note. Meeting at 10 6. Sorry about that. Important stuff I'm writing down regarding some client business. I want to make sure I don't miss anything important. Okay, great. So today we are finalizing our automated systems. So they were pretty much done before. What I mean by finalizing is we're going to fix the ChatGPT module to give us a better icebreaker that we can A/B test with. Because the icebreaker it gives right now is kind of stinky and I didn't really fix it up. So we got to fix that. Cool. So Let's get straight into it. Why waste time? Don't remember what else I have written down. So I want to fix it for both of these automations, which you will see in a second. Here we go. Let me make sure this fits. Okay. There we go. Cool. So, we want to fix this. I need to update this text real quick. Finalizing. I never know if I should use an S or a Z when I'm writing. It changes based on UK or America, and spelling, I've never noticed which one I'm doing, because some of my shit is set to America and some of it is set to UK, so I don't know. I don't know which one's which. I think Americans like to use the Z. Anyway, finalizing our automated lead generation. That's how you spell it. Generation systems. There we go. Let me plop that in the corner. Make sure that you fit. Might as well fit it almost across the screen. That is fine. Cool. So, what do we need to do? We need to, so the formatting works fine. We need scraper 1.2. Here we are. So this module is stinky. We need to update it. Because it doesn't listen. It doesn't like to listen. It keeps typing in the wrong stuff. Maybe we need to update the model. Not sure which model is best for this, since they constantly change it all. Used to be 4.5, but now that's not even here. 03 and 04, no, 04 deep research. 03 I think is good at coding, or is that 01? I can't remember. We might need to do a little bit of research to figure that out. But besides that, yeah, that works. You create that. Do I have you created as a variable? Probably. So that's your example. Icebreaker. Role, full name, community title, description. What's determining if result? What's determining where you're coming from? I guess it's just generating it as a variable because of the way that I've written it. Because this returns the result. The result is icebreaker equals that. Okay. Maybe that is what's happening. I hope that stays consistent. It should, surely. So you are an expert intelligent writing assistant. So let me see how we can improve this. Let me try to use ChatGPT to fix ChatGPT. I don't even know if you can fix some of this stuff. Like the do not use dashes in your writing is so frustrating. It's like you say not to use it, but it still freaking uses it. Maybe I should treat this like an agent and use something like the agent prompt generator. Forgot what it was called. Perfect prompt writer, I think. Perfect prompt writer. Swear that's what it was called. Can't remember where to find that. Do I have it written down anywhere? Not sure. Huh. AI agent, perfect prompt writer. Maybe they rebranded. Ah, they rebranded. Yeah, it's called Relevance AI now. Okay. It's not really an agent, but let's see if we can use this. So agent name, uh, writing, assist, writing expert, writing agent. What does the agent do? Agent's goal is to be an expert copywriter. We need the agent create personalized icebreakers using information provided from a LinkedIn profile of a user. The icebreaker should be friendly and concise. The agent should avoid using dashes in the writing. Dashes in the writing. The agent should avoid being overly complimentary. Avoid giving how did I write it here? Giving big compliments. Anything else? Let me just see what else I could write here. In a cold email. I'm gonna move this over here so I could read it a little bit easier. Personalized icebreakers, you didn't verify over user icebreakers to be used in a cold email using information provided from that. The icebreaker should be friendly and concise. Respond in JSON only. End with some variation of figured I'd reach out. Relate personalization back to the user to simulate some type of shared interest, but keep it minor, don't go over exaggerate. Shared interest. Make sure the agent should not mention that in the response that they have been involved in similar projects as they work in a completely different field. I hope it understands that. The agent should not make up a shared, should not lie, and should only use the context provided. A message should preferably be one sentence long, no more than 2 sentences. This icebreaker counted for a message where I mentioned that I noticed on their site that I think could help them book more jobs, and I offer they'd like to see a short video on how it works. Should not use, should avoid you, should not, I'm just gonna say should not use, should never use dashes in the writing. They should avoid giving big compliments. Let's see. Is this agent driving towards any conversion events? No. Has the agent been provided with knowledge documents? What are the knowledge documents? Agent will be provided with two examples. Two example. So I guess it won't be given a knowledge base then, since this is down here. Cool. Does this agent, okay, provide 2 to 3 few shot examples of ideal input output pairs. These will not be modified. Okay. Input will be, for example, something like this. Input 1, output 1 will be something like this. Input 1, 2 will be this. Output 2 will be view. Tools available, none. Okay, good. Style, tone of voice, and behavior to avoid. Okay, so I'm actually going to move this over here. The agent should never use dashes in the writing. The agent should avoid giving big compliments. The agent should use a friendly tone of voice and keep it at a simple English level. Simple at a, let's try at a 5th grade English level. Maybe not. Keep it at a simple English level. Maybe I shouldn't even put that. We don't want to sound retarded. The agent should use a friendly tone of voice. Yes, that's fine. Fill in the options above. No. Okay. Let's see how well this does. I wonder if this is even still free. I'm just assuming. I hope it's not going to pull one of those moves on me where it's going to go like, oh, it's generated. Please give us your credit card. I hate when it does that. It's really frustrating. How long that's going to... Okay, that didn't take that long. Let us see here. Examples. Download results. JSON or CSV. That's the CSV. Awesome. Okay, yeah, that's exactly what I want. Okay, I'm just gonna copy it. Don't know why I'm overcomplicating it. All right, so that is our system prompt. A C. Actually, agent. Okay, no, I need. Okay, here's a copy. There we go. Okay, perfect. So role will be that. That's gonna be our system prompt. Get rid of that. And our user prompt will be everything but the role. Okay. Generate, let's go through it. Generate concise, friendly icebreakers for cold emails using specific details from a user's LinkedIn profile. The icebreaker should establish a live connection based on shared interests or notable achievements mentioned in the profile, leading with some variation of figured I'd reach out. Follow up the personalization with a brief mention of noticing something on their... No. That's wrong. I just want the icebreaker. Leading with a variation of figured I'd reach out. The message ending with a variation of the message should. Okay, let me see this first. Actually, an expert writing assist specialized in crafting personalized icebreakers for holiness based on LinkedIn profiles. Yes, good. The message should be around 1 to 2 sentences, avoiding exaggeration, lies, or references to similar projects in different similar projects. Okay, yeah, I can remove that. Or avoiding exaggeration, lies, or references to similar projects. Personalize the icebreaker using only the information, only the provided LinkedIn profile information. The provided, I'll just say information. Keep the message friendly and concise with a minor shared interest or acknowledgement of their achievements. Do not use dashes in the writing and avoid giving big compliments. End with figured I'd reach out or a similar variation. What is that? Okay. The follow-up mention about their site. No, that's be implied in the what? The follow-up mention about their site and offer should be implied in the task's content. Okay, no, I'm gonna get rid of that. Tools, no external tools. Examples. These should be the same. Notes, maintain a friendly tone of voice throughout the icebreaker. Ensure the message is personalized based on the user's LinkedIn profile, focusing on a minor shared interest. Avoid using dashes and giving big compliments. Keep the message professional and concise. The icebreaker should be crafted to naturally lead into a follow-up offer without explicitly mentioning this offer in the icebreaker itself. I'm going to get rid of that. I don't think that's necessary. I don't think it's helping. So in that sense, I don't even think I need these anymore. Because I've already provided the input, output. Get rid of those. Yep. Okay, let's try that. I'm gonna just copy paste this module to test it out on its own. You need to connect it to the scenario flow. Well, okay, I'll just add it to here. Set a filter. Don't need that. Okay. I just want to test it out. I want to hard code the knowledge into it, so we'll take it from one of our leads in our Google Sheet. Here we go. Let's see what it can come up with. So here is the name, company name. Maybe you know what? Maybe I shouldn't show that. So I'm just replacing the variables with some random dude in my lead sheet, so I could test it out and see if it gives a good response. I just don't want to leak this information. I will open it up once it actually returns the info. Summary and title description. Where is title description? Here it is. Josh. It was Josh, right? Yeah. Nothing for title description. That's unfortunate. Okay. Save that. Let me make sure I got the right information in. Yeah. Okay. I'm just going to run this module by itself, and we'll see what response it came up with. Hey Josh, I was really interested to see how your background in demolition and landscaping evolved into managing multiple businesses, including outdoor living. That's It's too long. Come on, bruv. Come on. That's too long. I'm not interested in that. That's shit personalization. Come on, bruv. God damn it. Okay, well, back to the drawing board. That didn't turn out too great. Did it? Okay. What did it not do that I wanted? Really interested to see how your background in demolition and landscaping evolved. Let me try to add some additional context. Maybe that will help. Let me drop this back in here. Let's try to add some more context. Notes. Probably specifics. Where possible, the shared rest should be able to tie in with the remainder of the message, which will be related to, where possible, the shared interest should be able to tie in with the remainder of the cold email message, which tie in with the remainder of the cold email message, which states that we came across their site and noticed something that could help them book more jobs. If they'd like to see a short video, about it. Where possible, additional context text where possible. Okay, let's see if it does a better job now. Hey Josh, saw your background spans everything from demolition to outdoor living design and thought it was interesting how hands-on experience shaped your approach, so I figured I'd reach out. Still sounding kinda gay. Still kinda gay. Okay, so don't like that. We do have examples. There are examples in there. You can see in I'll just show you. Here are examples. We have two examples. I gave it the exact input it gets, and I gave it the output I would like it to put in. It's just kind of tough with stuff like cold outreach, because it's like, it's so hard to get it to not sound like AI. Because there's a very specific way that you want to talk to people, and if it gets it wrong, like, it's so easy to mess that up. I just think AI doesn't have its head fully wrapped around how to come across as human. Like, here's the example I gave. Came across your landscaping company, mentioned you noticed something about most of your work coming from recommendations. You know, they mentioned something about that, and if they do, that's the kind of thing I wanted to focus on. And I have another example. Hey, Ian, saw how much experience you have with big landscape projects and working with communities, so I figured I'd reach out. But here, you can see the difference. I saw your background spans everything from here. This is kind of fine, but then saying it's interesting how hands-on experience shaped your approach, this is kind of stinky. And you don't want to be saying this kind of shit to people in cold emails, because they can see right through it. They know it's total bullshit. So I'm thinking maybe we can remove the part where it says about the shared interest. then I'm not sure how it's going to handle it afterwards. So it's problematic. How do I get it to not say dumb shit like this? You need to copy paste the same question you asked and paste the correct solution. You need to handle every edge case. See, yeah, but that's impossible. Like, yeah, ideally you want to handle every edge case, but for something like this, you can't. I guess what I could do is I could just keep pumping these out and then fixing them the way I would like them to be phrased whenever it gets it wrong, so that I could give it like 6, 7, 8 examples. Then it would probably do a better job, but it would also take a while. So that's kind of annoying. But yeah, no, that might be the better way to go about this then. Just keep giving it examples, and where it fucks up, we correct them. And then just hope it works better. Yeah, maybe that's what I would do. I could also lower the temperature a little bit. But you also don't want it to like be too... Like, I do want it to have a little bit of variance. Don't want to limit it too much. But yeah, that might be the best bet. Can't I think? I don't know, can you? That's the real question. Can you think? Very what's it called? Can't think of the right word. Yeah, I don't know. I can't think of the right word. It's one of those like spiritual questions. That's yeah, spiritual. That's what I came up with. Don't think that's what I'm trying to say, but whatever. Yeah, so I think that might be the best bet. I like that idea. So I'm gonna grab this shitty one. And we're gonna grab, I'm gonna move this for a second because I damn deep. Yeah, really is deep. Newbie Smurf. How'd you come up with that one? Do you Smurf any games? Newbie Smurf. That's a funny name. I like that. What do you Smurf? Or when you say Smurf, are you talking about, are they called Smurfs? Those little blue guys? I don't know. I'm so out of touch with any media. I think those are called Smurfs. Maybe that's what you're talking about. When I think of Smurfs, I think of game Smurfs. Okay, let's where's this response? No, I don't want to bookmark. Misclick. Sorry for my bad English. Your English is fine, brother. Yeah. And I appreciate the idea, because now that might help us. It was a shared, shared idea we came up with. It was lovely. So thank you for that. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm one of those. The game ones or the blue ones? You got to be specific. Okay. I'll bring it back on screen in just a second. I just kind of want to be careful not to leak too much information about people. Okay. Why are you acting like this? Input 3. Here's input 3. And output 3. So what do we want it to actually say? Put this back. What did AI say? So AI said, hey Josh, yeah, Josh. That's his name now. Hey Josh, I saw your, what is wrong with my brain? Hey Josh, I saw. I don't know what's happening. Hey Josh, I saw your background spans everything from demolition to outdoor living design and thought it was interesting how hands-on experience shaped your approach. Let me see their description here and see what we can improve, because that is super stinky. That is way too AI. So began my career in the demolition industry, where I gained extensive experience in demolishing large buildings and salvaging valuable materials. Afterward, I joined a company focused on speed-based demolition. The role introduced me to administrative tasks, transitioning to a partnership with my former boss, venture small-scale landscaping. Here I managed everything from suppliers and clients. Experience laid foundation for independent journey. Entering the civil sector, I handle a variety of tasks, including new builds, plot drainage, site layouts, and major preparatory work. This diverse experience enriched my understanding of the industry. Driven by passion for major landscaping projects, I established my own business focusing on large-scale projects. My responsibilities included collaborating with suppliers, clients, and designers, finding suitable product alternatives, and amending designs. I discovered that many designers lack practical building knowledge. Highlighted in, okay. Currently, I manage multiple businesses across various sectors. Okay, so we probably want to I think AI is on the right track here. I think we want to mention something about the demolition background combining into outdoor living design. Is that mentioned here, or did it make that up? If it made it up, that's very upsetting, because that shouldn't happen. Outdoor living design. Outdoor living. Okay, it is saying that there's something. Outdoor living supply. Okay. So it's not outdoor living design, it's landscape and interior design. So it just flat out got it wrong. It's concerning. Maybe I should just lower the temperature down. I could try that. Lower it to like 0.7 or something. Hey Josh, I saw your back. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna grab one sec. The output format. Okay. Here we go. Hey, your name is Josh. Yes. Hey, Josh. Bam. Okay. So, what are we going to write here? What did the AI write again? Hey, Josh. Copywriting fucking blows, man. Why can't everybody just say what they mean and write how they talk and, you know, be genuine? It'd be so much easier. It'd make my life so much easier. But then I guess you probably wouldn't have it as a career if everybody could do it, if there was no communication problems. You know, I'm out of water. I'm very thirsty. I'm gonna go get water real quick. If somebody here has any ideas of what we could write for that section, although you don't have any of the context, you know what? You have some of the context. Here you go. Here's the context that the ChatGPT wrote, but this is stinky. So see if you can come up with something. I'll be back in a minute. All right, anybody done my job for me yet? No? Disappointing. All right. Cool. So, what are we doing? Let me just briefly skim through this guy's experience again. Gain extensive experience in demolishing large buildings. In terms of efficiency and time management. Civil sector. Hey Josh. Thought it was interesting. Hey Josh. I found your in this I found your come on brain, come up with some words. You got this. I want to say your like wide background. I could just say I found your background interesting. This sucks. So your background spans everything from demolition. Thought it was interesting. It's so hard to like give people compliments or try to say something personal to them without sounding like an absolute fanboy. Like, I'd love to be able to just say something like, you know, found your background inspiring. But who the fuck says that? Like, that's the worst thing you could say, because nobody's gonna believe you. If I got an email like that, I would tell him to fuck off. Because nobody talks like that. I found your background inspiring. Bunch of gay shit. What am I supposed to say? I just find this hard in general, because, like, this is why I'm gonna A/B test this. This isn't even, like, super important. Well, it might be super important, but I want to test. I'm going to A/B test the personalized email versus a not very personalized email. I'm going to see which one does better. We got to get this to at least some kind of work in order, you know? I found your varied background interesting. I found your varied background interesting. I want to mention something about the demolition. Maybe you could say something like, I found it interesting how you transition from demolition to landscaping. Figured I'd reach out. Something like that, but then it's kind of like these points are a little disconnected, so that's kind of a problem. Hey Josh, I found it interesting how you transitioned from demolition to landscaping. Figured I'd reach out. So that's a little like on the nose. Hey Josh, that sounds like, yeah, it really does. That's why I'm trying to like Figure out what to say. I see there's a sentence here where the guy says, driven by a passion for major landscaping projects. So I'm thinking of maybe we could do something like that. It's like, hey, Josh, uh, I noticed you mentioned you have a passion for large landscaping projects and figured that's a little better. Hey Josh, noticed you mentioned I noticed you mentioned you have a passion for large landscaping projects and figured I'd reach out. That kind of ties in well as well. Still kind of basic, still like not really super personalized, but it's a little better than what we had before. Better than what the AI gave at least. I think that's a decent one. Let me see. Let me think of how I can improve it. Hey Josh, I noticed you mentioned you have a establish my own business focusing on large scale projects. Yeah, okay. Hey Josh, noticed you mentioned you have a passion for large landscaping projects. This is why copywriting is its own career, because you can spend like 30 minutes writing one sentence just to get it right. Notice you mentioned you have a passion for large landscaping projects and how you used and that you used background in demolition. Use your background in demolition to diverse experience to join a speed-based demolition company, enter civil sector, and a bunch of tasks. Diverse experience, reach my understanding of this industry. Driven by a passion for major landscaping projects, start my own business. And that maybe I should make it relevant, and that you're using your background in them to build better projects. Now it's a bit long. Hey Josh. What do you think is better? I noticed you mentioned you have a passion for large landscaping projects, or hey Josh, I found it interesting that you're using your background in demolition to like build large scale to build large scale landscaping projects, like using his own words. Also don't want to confuse the AI too much, so I want to be able to give it words that he's using. I don't know which one sounds better. I noticed you mentioned you have a this is also kind of like gay to read. It's just not doesn't roll off your tongue. Found it interesting. Found it interesting that you're using your background demolition. Help build better and projects. I figured I'd reach out. Oops. Hey Josh, I found it interesting that you're using your background in demolition to help build better landscaping projects and figured I'd reach out. That's not that bad. I might go with that. I think that's the best one we've had so far. Hey Josh, I found it interesting that you're using your background in demolition to help build better landscaping projects and figured I'd reach out. Yeah, you know, I think I'm gonna go with that. I think that's good enough. All right, let's, there's an extra example. So now I'm gonna move this over to the side. I'm gonna give it a new one to pick apart and we'll see if it gives me a decent response. See how that goes. Okay, full name. There's that. Then I need company name. Title is managing director. Then I need the summary. There we go. And the title description. Hold on, did I grab the right one? Get rid of the search. Okay, his title description is also empty. Okay. Done. And run. Let's see. Hey Darren, saw you've built your experience from Dundee City Council to grow 2 businesses that secure ISO accreditation, so I figured I'd reach out. Brother, what are you doing? What is that? No! Damn it! Come on! Why would you pick something so confusing? What the like nobody would talk about fucking ISO accreditations. Come on. This dude definitely used AI to write his summary. Embodying our unwavering commitment to quality, safety, and best practices. Nobody talks like that. I don't think I have ever heard a human being in real life use the word embodying in like a real life conversation. As I navigate the dynamic landscape of the business world. Come on, bruv. Get with the times. I guess he's trying, but it's failing. Stop getting with the times. Go back to being an old man. That's what you need. Give me a sec. I'm gonna make a little quick document here. There we go. Cool. So, what would I write? Saw you build your experience. I'm proud to have dedicated a decade to public service gardener in here. This is kind of fine without the end. Like, this is just, So you've built your experience from the... I guess I could give it as an example. Just go something like, "Hey Darren, uh, saw you've built, uh, saw you spent a decade as a gardener in Dundee City Council and figured I'd reach out." Something like that. Just keep it kind of simple, you know? Give it an example. I wanted to stop saying shit like this. How do I get it to stop saying shit like this? Because this is super stinky. Massive stinker. Don't want that. Hmm. Let me go back into the prompt. The message should be simple and avoid complex jargon. Maybe that? Run that again. Hey Darren, saw you spent years at Dundee City Council before building up your own businesses and figured out reach out. Yes, that's a lot closer to what we want. That's decent. Saw you spend years with Dundee City Council before building up your own businesses and figured I'd reach out. Good. Okay. I'm gonna save that as a response for it. Nice. We actually got it to give something good. Or something decent at least. I'm gonna move this over. Okay, we got a output 4 now. Perfect. Nice. Output 3. And input 4. Input 4. Output 4. There we go. Hey, okay. Sweet. Hey Darren, I saw you spent years with the city council building up your own businesses and figured I'd reach out. Nice. Okay, good, good. There's a good example saved. Sweet. So, let's keep going. Let's do this guy next. I'm gonna move this over here again. And give it a new example. Okay. User prompt. This guy. Company name. Title is managing director. Summary. And the other thing is empty. I should give it more examples of the title description not being empty. This is going to start getting confused. All right, let's see what it generates now. Hey Mark, saw your team uses remote cameras for gutter cleaning, which caught my attention, so I figured I'd reach out. Do they? They also provide what? Provide cleaning services. Where does it mention remote cameras? Also, we provide a gutter cleaning service as well using the very latest technology. We have a very powerful suction cleaner with a remote wireless camera fixed where all the action is so we can clean up where others dare not to go. Team uses remote cameras for gutter cleaning, which caught my attention, so I figured I'd reach out. It's not a bad like it's not a bad icebreaker that it gave, but is not super relevant to what follows. Maybe we could say something like, thought it was cool. Keep it a little bit more friendly. Bring that over. All right. Input 5. Output 5. Hey, Mark. It was cool. Thought it was cool that your team remote cameras for gutter cleaning. So I figured I'd reach out. So thought I. Hey Mark, thought it was cool that your team uses. Found it cool that your team uses remote cameras for gutter cleaning, so thought I'd reach out. So figured. Hey Mark, thought it was cool that your team uses remote cameras for gutter cleaning, so figured I'd reach out. Yeah, something like that. I guess it's fine. All right. Let's get into the next one. Again, this just needs to be good enough. If we're going to be sending emails to many, many people, some of them are going to get lost anyway. We're going to A/B test. I'm going to see how well it works. Let me go through this real quick again just to make sure I have a... okay, specifics, additional context where possible. Students should be able to... the shared interest should be able to tie in with the remainder of the cold email message, which will be which will came across the website and noticed something that could help them with jobs. Let's see your video. Okay. Let me move this over to here. Why does that keep happening? God dang it. I hate when shit goes, it just minimizes for no goddamn reason. Stop it. There we go. Okay. This was here too. Yes. Okay. Here we go. Give me this ChatGPT module. Giving it another example to see how it is doing. Let's see. Take you. Take you. Managing director. Yes. Take you. Summary. And title description. Hey John, I really liked your story about seeing your first irrigation system in action. The focus put on water conservation. So I figured I'd reach out. That's okay. That's not bad. if that's true. What did it say here? I lead technical consultancy, broad range of retaining and background of bring a blend of this. Okay. Where is this? Seeing your first irrigation system. Build the foundation. Over the past 6 years, I focused extensively on retaining walls. Physical site supervision. I'm proficient in what I offer project management. Engineering support system and feasibility. This is just a lie. Why are you lying? Did I type something in wrong? Am I looking at the wrong thing? Oh. Where did I get that? I am looking at the wrong thing. Ah. Oh, yes. Okay. Whoops. Sure. Okay. We're looking at the wrong thing. Hey, how are you? My headphones are broke today. Can you reply to me in chat? You little bot. Come on, man. I'm not replying in chat, bro. Those messages get sent so often. Okay, so is it accurate? Hey, I liked your story. I remember the first time I saw a new irrigation system operating. My boss at the time stood there with a grin on his face and said, I love this part. I instantly understood what he meant. I really liked your story about seeing your first irrigation system in action and the focus you put on water conservation, so I figured I'd reach out. That is also good. I like this. We are making progress. This is progress. Good shit. It's starting to sound more and more like it should. Nice. Okay, we'll add that as an example. We're just going to keep adding examples until we stop having issues. Output 5. Input 6. Output 6. There's that. Input 6 will be what we just did. This is getting real long. Save that. Open U. Okay, let's do another. Let us do another. Maybe this will be enough at this point. There's that. Here's company. You are managing director. Give me your summary. And give me your title description. Title description. Done. Run. Boom. All right. Now let me make sure I actually read the right one. Hey Alex, saw you've been focused on retaining wall solutions for the past few years and figured out reach out. Also good. Look at that. It's actually giving us some good responses now. Nice. Over the past few years, retaining wall solutions. I don't know what the hell that even means. What the retaining wall solutions? What? Okay, anyway. Good shit. We are getting there. Progress. I'm going to keep adding these because they were going well. Nice. This was a good idea. Sweet. Love it when shit works well. It's finally starting to catch on to the tone a little bit. Input 7. Output 7. There's the output. And now I need my input. Bam. Bam. Save. Open. Let's do another. Mr. Gary. This company. Managing director. I'm a highly something something. Title description. Nothing. I should also check what it does when we don't give it anything. Maybe this will be the last example. If this is good, this might be the last one that we do. Because it seems like it's catching on now. And then I'm going to check what it does if it has no response, and we should add in a chat to make sure that happens. Hey Gary, so I've been combining safety surfacing with play and sports installations for a while now, so I figured I'd reach out. Yeah, that's nice as well. I like that. I'll add that as the final example, and I think we'll leave it at that. Let me see if this is actually true. I've been combining this. Do you combine? I've been offering unique safety flooring, tensile, create rubber, non-slip tracking services that meet health safety standards and needs of my clients. Play and sports mats. Does he say that? Main contractor, professional installation of quality equipment. I guess it's fine. Is that true? I guess. Okay, I'll add that as a final example, then we're going to test what happens when there is no LinkedIn information. I should give it that as an example, actually. If there's nothing, if it's empty, that it should just give me the name. Okay, so output. Here we go. Oh, never mind. Output 7. Okay, here we go. Input 8. Output 8. Input 8. And then give it input 9. Output 9. But the icebreaker will just be empty if it's empty. So let me take another name. This guy. Company name. Founder and manager. And then summary will be nothing. This will be nothing. Copy. Input will be this. Output will be a thing. Hey Shane. Yeah. Okay. Now let me do another name just to test that. Text context. This is the company. Managing director. Summary. This. Okay. Now bring that into here. Run you. See what you give. Aha. Okay. That is a problem. You are lying. You are lying. Why are you lying? Notice your more division and kills Saran. I figured I'd reach out. Is that true? Did it just take that out of the Context of the title manager founder. What the hell is skills around? And what did it say? Noticed you're leading the division and figured I'd reach out. Do I want it so that in the personalization it says something like, hey, saw you're the managing director of X. Nah, I probably don't want that. Probably just want it to be empty. I'll add that to specifics. Is there something like notes maybe? Not press specifics. If there is no summary, or if the summary or title description is empty, then just put a name. I guess it needs another example. Okay, let's take this guy. You. You. Okay. You. Managing director. And that and will be a crook. Okay, let's see if that works. All right, let's do this. This. No. And managing director. Okay, run this module. Hey, out. Okay, good. It gets it. Okay. I think this is probably good enough now. Let's try one more just to really drive it home and see if it's working well. But I think it's working well enough. Seems to be getting what I needed to do, which is nice. And we're going to A/B test it against our generic email, see which one performs better. Title, yeah, summary. Wow, this guy has a lot. And that's empty. Okay. Save. Run. Hey Connor, I liked how you brought your landscaping background full circle into your own business and figured I'd reach out. Well, that's kind of lame. You can do better than that. That's kind of lame. Give me a different response. Huh. There's so much information here, though. Maybe it's starting to get a bit derailed. Secured a permanent job at Aldi while seeking permanent work as that was always going on winter. Didn't want to go to university, but was inspired by business as a whole, so I ventured into different jobs. Next 6 years, whirlwind. I have skills into my own business, going full circle back into landscaping since 2019. Hey Connor, I liked how you brought your landscaping journey full circle from working with your dad to starting your business, so figured I'd reach out. Yeah, that's better. I guess I'll just keep giving it examples then, because it's still not getting it 100% right. The first time it wasn't that good. So let's see. At this point, I might as well write them myself. Input 11. And output 11. Okay, and input 11 is you. Okay, okay. Just making sure if this is actually true. Growing up, I helped him outside of school. Okay, yeah. Okay, that's good. New example saved. This thing has so many examples by now. Alright, let's do one more. If it's good, I'm stopping here. It's got a lot of examples by now. Title, managing director. Summary. Here. And you for title description. Run. Hey Chris, I noticed you've been hands-on with every part of the residential build process from estimating to client sign-off, so I figured I'd reach out. That's kind of lame. Is there anything you could really change up here though? Some of these are gonna like be stinky, and there's not much I can do about that. Can't win them all. So we'll see how it goes. You know, it's all about, it's a numbers game. When you're automating stuff, you can't really expect to get a hit on every single one. You know, sometimes it's gonna be stinky. Sometimes it's not gonna get enough information. I don't know if there's a way to set it up so that you let it think a little bit and decide if there's enough information to even be worth saying anything. I could try. I guess that's fine. I'll just leave that as is. I want to test what it does when it has horrendous information. Take from you. Okay. Title description will be empty. And that's going to be that. Let's see. What does it do when it gets stinky information? Is that... What is that? Ex-criminal law solicitor. Thought it was interesting that you moved from criminal law into construction with a focus on business growth. Well, that's kind of retarded. The focus on business growth. That's kind of dumb. Bad example. Don't want that. All right, guess we keep adding examples. Still not getting it right, because that's kind of retarded. AI. You know, real people don't say that. It's almost good. I thought it was interesting you moved from criminal law into construction. So I figured I'd reach out. Construction, so I figured I'd reach out. I guess that's fine. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's do a little bit more where the information kind of stinky. See what else it comes up with. That one's just empty. That one's empty. Let's try that. Just gonna replace the summary. Screw replacing the name. Doesn't matter too much what the name is. So your team works on soft landscaping projects across the UK with contractors and local authorities, so I figured I'd reach out. Again, it's too long-winded. It's like, why are you talking about all that stuff, you know? That's kind of like, okay, I guess we'll just keep giving it examples. Ha 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 ha. Keep it short. You need to keep it concise. Keep it concise. Come on. Hey Chris, how your team works on soft landscaping projects across the UK. So I figured I'd reach out. Yeah, that's better. Get rid of the second half of it. Okay, that's that. Let's do another one with stinky information. So many examples at this point, but it is getting better. It's like every example we give, it's slowly improving. So that's fine. That's why we test. And it's, again, it's not going to be perfect the whole time, but... So you're actively looking for structural steel and construction projects, so I figured I'd reach out. Now, okay, this is a problem. Oh, wait. I guess it's not a problem, actually. No, that ties in perfectly. Yeah, no, that's actually fine. That plays off well. Okay, anybody else have very little written? Oh, here we go. Let's look at this one. This is probably going to be horrendous. But this is also one that I would probably lose because I don't even know what I would say. See, ideally in a situation like this, I would rather it not give any reply. Notice you stacked up a solid range of site certifications, so I figured I'd reach out. Are those site certifications? I guess, yeah. Okay, you know what? This fucking GPT module is doing well now. I'm happy with it. I'm gonna keep it as this. It's pretty sweet. So, I'm gonna copy you. Copy all of your shit. I copy your role to here. Don't like that it takes a little bit of time to open, but alas. Feels like I got some on my eyelash. Okay, I'm good now. Okay, so we got this guy, which is good. And then we're gonna copy our big boy. Because this is quite good already. Yes, take everything, all of this crap. Beautiful. There's actually going to be a sick automation now. It's going to work well, I hope. There's that. There's all your examples. There's all of that. Full name, 256. Everything is all good. Beautiful. Get rid of you. Delete module. Save you. Copy you. We're going to go put you into our free Google Lead Scraper automation as well. Why am I hiding it? It's no need. Okay, here's our ChatGPT module. Okay. Oh, I hadn't modded. I haven't mapped this one yet. Okay. Delete you. Cancel. What are you taking? You're taking result. All good. Okay. Put you in here instead. Rename personalization module. Icebreakers. Have you take the result from you instead. If email is valid, should already be earlier. Yeah. So get rid of the filter. Need to make sure the other one doesn't have a filter either. All right, there's that. So now we need to map stuff. I'm gonna have to run this module probably. Is this our variable setting? There's the full name, last name, and it's gonna reply with other stuff. Okay, so I can just ice you now. You picking everything up right? Yes. Okay. Now we just gotta map our variables. Full name will be from first name. I have first name as a thing. Let me open up how it works in the other one just so I could take a look at it. Let's see here. Okay, what are you grabbing? So you're getting this information sent to you and you're grabbing it from you. So I actually need the other one. Lead scraper 1.1. Ugh, okay. So that formats the name. Do we have a name formatter here? No. Why not? How are you taking... Oh, because we're not using the name? Not using the name on this one. Okay, that's why. All right. I guess we should. No reason not to add in this format full name module. Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna add this in here. You plop in there. Okay, got a bunch of examples. Take from title. Title? That's not right. Take from name. Where is the name? Do we not have... Oh, we don't have the name. Right. This works different. We're not... Okay. Okay. Right, the Google Sheet has differently formatted information. I forgot about that. So we take it from any mail finder once it finds the name. Yeah, person full name. We split up the full name into the first name. Okay. So we can take the full name from here. Okay, so full name will be from any mail finder person full name. Company name will come from, I need the company name for Perplexity, don't I? Person job title of title B. No, title B is the company name. Website. Title B is company name. Yeah. Title B from the Google Sheets module is company name. Company name, title B from there. Title. I think that comes from job, person job title. LinkedIn profile scraper, LinkedIn URL, delay, and then this should give us info. This should give about. There should be an about section. About. Summary. Yeah. And then there, don't think there's title description anymore. Yeah. So title description I will just have empty. Because all of my examples have a title description. So I don't want to delete it in case it messes something up. Actually didn't check if we connected our personalization. Yeah, result, personalization is result. Yes, so that should work fine. And then how about on you? Let's go check if it's connected. Icebreaker. Yes. You take the result from that, turn it into that. Yeah, because we set the replying JSON only. Does the other one have that problem? Is that replying JSON as well? Yeah, because we added that here, so probably need to do the same thing here. Unlink, add in the JSON module, connect you, connect you. You're gonna take result from you, and you're gonna take result from, I can't. Run module, result. I guess I could get one of the results from here. Let me move that over for a second. Avoid leaking info. So the output will be this. Okay, cancel that. I can do that. Okay. Okay, here we go. So JSON it gets is this, and then it becomes this. I have a feeling that it had the new result place new line. How was the other one formatted? Hold on. You always give your reply in JSON, but then whenever you did, let me see if there's something I'm missing here. Because what I want to happen is that it gives it a line after the output. Hmm. Maybe I should change these to be /n/n. How's that gonna work? But then it's gonna fucking look weird. Okay. How are we gonna deal with that? Yeah, because I don't want it to be in one line. I want it to be broken up. I think I should add a thing. I'm gonna fix up this JSON a little bit because it's slightly wonky. I've just deleted, like, there's like an extra 2 spaces in the breaker part, so I'm just removing them. How are we gonna do it with the new lines? Not completely sure. I can try set it up so that it only does it on the long ones, but it's not guaranteed that it will. I guess I might as well try. Our best bet. Okay, there's that. Ah, shit. I'll have to do the same thing on this one. God damn it. Give me a second. Get rid of you. Output 3. Output 4. Output 5. We have a lot of examples that we gave it. Output 6. Output 7. Output 8. Output 9. Output 10. Output 11. Gee, I need to turn the AC on. I feel like I'm in hell. I'm sweating so bad. Okay. Oh, Jesus. It is damn hot. Okay, there's that. Right, so now how do we deal with new lines? We want to do /n/n, but only for the but only for the ones which don't have a reply. Yes. Okay. So I'm gonna do this output, hey Graham, /n/n, or is it hold on. It's a backslash, yeah. /n/n. See how that works. We'll have to test again. /n/n. I'm literally just going through the whole thing now and adding /n/n to do 2 line breaks at the end of saying their name. Can't show you because there's a lot of like sensitive info in here that we were using, so. But that's all I'm doing. Just doing /n/n after the name. So it's like, hey John, /n/n. I really like this. Okay. That. I'll have to do this twice too, which is depressing. And I don't want /n on these ones. Yeah. And then 12 and 13. Maybe I should add notes to the specifics. Here. If the summary and title description are empty, then just output this. Do not add line breaks. And just output this and do not add line breaks. Hopefully that works. Let me grab the other one now. Save you. Perfect. Now we're doing it on the other one. Sorry again, can't show this, but this is like kind of boring anyway. I'm literally just going back and fixing it a little bit to make sure that we add the line breaks so that whenever we output and parse the JSON, it's going to be like, hey name, line break, saw this, you know, like the structure of an email is. So that's what I'm doing right now. Output this and do not add line breaks. Okay. Cool. So now I'm just back to doing my /n/n for the other module from the other automation. And then we'll give it some examples and see if it's working right. Output 5. Output 6. Oh, there's just so many examples. I gotta go through each one individually and it takes a while. I could just copy paste, but then I'd have to remap everything. I don't really want to do that. Kirk, 11. Output 11. Almost there, bear with me. Output 12, and then one more. Output 13. Done. So let's see if this is working right. I'll put in another few examples just to see what it's gonna give me. And hope that it works. And hope that it works. Yeah. Cool. So let me bring in this guy over here. Now you should parse, and you should get the parsed reply, and you should get the parsed reply. Yeah, this should all work now. Okay. So back, get rid of you, don't need you. And you're fine. Okay, let's try this. Let me rename this real quick first. Nice breakers. Okay, let me grab an example. I don't want to remap, so I'll just do this. Okay. Full name, let's say John Mayer. Company name, John Mayer Ltd. Title, Managing director. Summary. Let's give it one of these random summaries and let's just keep the title description empty for now. Okay. This is kind of a shitty one, so we can test that as well. Cool. Run this module. Let's see what you spit out. Hey John /n/n. Noticed your team handles this. And then I wanted the parse JSON just to see if it's parse JSON. JSON string will be a module. Yep. Okay. Good. That's what we wanted. Good. Now let's try get rid of everything and see if it replies with the /n/n. What did it actually say? Hold on. Hey John, notice your team handles a wide range of property maintenance services, so I figured I'd reach out. Yeah, I mean, that's the best it could probably do there. That's fair. So let me put in nothing now. And see if it still adds the line breaks. And then we'll do a couple more tests just to make sure it works right. Run this module. No line breaks. Good. Let's add a couple more random stuff. Looks like it works fine. Looks like it works fine. Looks like we did it. It's not perfect. It's never gonna be perfect, but it looks like it's working pretty well. Hey John /n/n. I saw you've combined your landscaping background with horse-powered forestry work. Really? That's interesting. Horse-powered forestry work. I don't even know what that is. I can't even imagine what that is. Where does it even say that? Hold on, I can't even see that. Am I looking at the wrong thing? I'm probably looking at the wrong thing. Which one should I be looking at? I studied horticulture. Yeah, here it is. Horse-based business. Huh, interesting. Okay, let's give it another. Run this module. Oopsie. No. Oh, wait, did it get it stuff? Yes. Give it another couple examples just to make sure everything is perfectly fine. Then we're going to see what it looks like instantly. And hope it's all going to be good. Bam. Run module. /n/n. Hey, John, I combine landscaping with forestry. Did I copy exactly the same one? God damn it. Oh, I copied exactly the same one? Really? Unless that guy also does the same exact thing. That would be... Maybe it is, actually. Not sure. Maybe it fucked up and I should pay closer attention. Let's run this first, though. Figure that out afterwards. Hey, John, sorry about a long career blending engineering with international sales and figured I'd reach out. Yeah, I guess that's fine. /n/n is there. Beautiful. Let me grab result from this. Run module. Yep, that's doing fine. Just fine. Let me do another couple examples at no information just to make real good sure. Summary, give it a view. Another thing I should actually try, Bernard. Another thing I should try is, okay, that's good. It's putting the summary in the other side, in the title description. See how it responds. Does it still do everything fine? Hey Bernard, notice your background spans motorsport. Which one did I take? This one. Hey Bernard, notice your background spans everything from motorsport mechanics to exterior cleaning, so I figured I'd reach out. I guess that's fine. Not perfect. Could be better, but it's fine. Looks like that's working. And yeah, that's that. Looks like we got that shit on lock. Cool. So I've been going for surprisingly for a while. That time flew by in almost 2 hours. I started a bit late, so I figured I might as well go past my usual schedule time, which is around 5:40 now almost. So yeah, we set that up. Everything works fine. We got personalized emails now. I could give it a test to see if it goes through to instantly correctly. Let's do that real quick. Do a final test just to make sure it works in instantly and it actually generates the things correctly. Let's do that. Plop you in here. And you. Cool. So run this. Oh shit, right. Okay. Oops. I should change this now because I changed the names. Scrape one. Oh shit, the filter is gone. Okay, cancel. What was the filter? Okay, it's not fully done yet. Give me a second. Come on. Oh, do I not have, oh, I don't have a filter. Do I? Oh, I should have a filter. Where's my filter? What happened to my filter? Surely I have a filter, right? Do I need it? Do I need a filter? Format full name. I grabbed the title, summary, description. I guess maybe I don't. Maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe it's just the other one. I'm getting confused between the two automations because they're just slightly different. No filter, I guess. And let's do the first three. So now we're gonna run you and run you. See if data is received correctly. Yep, all of that went through. You should be getting all of the data. Nice. It didn't get all of it. This wasn't selected. Process old data. Use existing data. All that broke. Okay. So I think I just because I forgot to have this on. So let me try that again. 1, 2, 3. And this should... Why is that not working? What is happening? Why? Okay, that's odd. Okay, run you again. God damn it. Okay, so it's not done. I remember there was some sort of problem with this. It was something like... Yeah, I do want it to run immediately. It's like I had to run once or something, and then stop it, go back, history, or incomplete executions or something. I can't remember. Oh, god damn it. Oh, why? Okay, why? Okay. Let's escape from that. It's on. Run this. 1. Yeah, it stops at 1. Why is that? What was the fix for that? I swear that there was a... God dang it. Okay, I need to look into this before we move on. I was about to stop, but problems have occurred. Give me a second. Let me see this real quick. Hmm. I need to find the solution for this. Really sorry, I'm not showing what's happening right now. Hopefully I'll find the solution soon. Okay, that's not relevant. Don't know why this thing is loading so slowly. That's wrong. That doesn't matter. That's not what we need. Where is it? Oh, here we go. I think it's here. Okay. Hmm. Okay, I think I found it. Is it maximum number of results? Is this no maximum number of results is fine. Scheduling is on. Immediately as data arrives. Let's do 5. Give a little bit of more test. Let me check my instantly AI account. And we'll see if it's actually processing through. So we will know. Log in. Here's our campaign. Campaign 1. Leads. Gonna get rid of these leads. So we can restart from the beginning because it doesn't. The good thing about instantly AI is when you're sending stuff through, if it's the same email, it doesn't filter through, which is nice, so you don't get repeats. Okay. 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 Need to go here. Webhooks. Choose the webhook we're using, which is, yeah, Q. Okay. Okay, if I run this, let's see. There should now be a bunch of data in the webhook, and there's not. Okay, so this is a problem. Yeah, that's not working right. Go back here. Here. Scheduling off. Run. Send data. Okay, and now process old data. Is that working now? No, now run. Ah, why is it not sending more than one piece of data? You should be sending everything you're getting into the queue. What's happening? Why? If I turn this off and then run it, and then let's run you. You should have 4 things in your queue. Well, now it's working. What the hell? Now I turn this on. Now process old data. And now run. And use existing data. And now it should filter through everything. Correct? So a little bit of fidgeting needed. So it's like, okay, so we send out all of the data. We add it to the webhook queue. How long can the queue be? How long can webhook queue be in make? For each 10,000 operations license, you can have 667 items in each webhook's queue. That's not enough. But maybe now it'll work. Maybe now if I send through new data, if I activate it. Well, let's see if those added to instantly at least. How many got through? This says only 1 got through. So it's not doing that correctly. So let me see if actually it was only 2 emails out of the 5 operations that were found. Operation 1. Let's see here. Or hold on. Hey, you get sent. Okay. That's not going to show me. So I don't have a history of that. I guess I could check any mail finder. Go to app. It should be able to tell me what happened. View details. Not found. Not found. Found. Not found. Found. Okay, so it did only find 2, and those 2 were added. Hey Stuart, I saw you cover everything from putting greens to school projects with artificial grass. I figured I'd reach out. Hey Graham, I saw that most of your work comes from recommendations, that you've built a strong presence with garden designers, so I figured I'd reach out. I guess it's fine. Not perfect, but let me see what the emails would look like now. So our the test email is going to be this, and icebreaker. Here, so you can see what I'm doing. Preview. Save. Preview. What? Oh, hold on. Leads. Oh, it's called personalization. Okay. So maybe it doesn't have maybe it's not called icebreaker anymore. It's called personalization. Yes. So here's how that works. Hey Stuart, I saw you cover everything. God damn it! Why is there no line break? I added a line break. I parsed the fucking data. What? It didn't add one. Why not? It was adding them before. You son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. I told you to add goddamn line breaks. Damn it. Come on. Why? It was working fine. Why is it broken now? Why? It was literally working fine. Why are you not doing the thing now? Okay, if the summary and title descriptions are empty, then just output hey name, do not add line breaks. If the summary add line breaks add /n/n between how do I even explain this? God damn, you son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. Why? Why are you doing that? I literally gave you examples. Add line breaks as per the examples for the icebreaker. Add line breakers as per the examples. I'll just try that. If the summary then output and do not add line breaks. Okay. I gave it so many examples. It should know this. It should understand this. Why does it not? Why is it super gay? Okay. Turn you off. Whatever. Save. Let me delete these leads again. Okay. Now, run you. Run once. Okay. Now run immediately. Process all data. Run. Use existing data. Okay. Now, I should have two things in my instantly campaign. Yes. Okay. Well, the /n/n is there now. But why is this taking the wrong thing? It is taking icebreaker from you. Well, you're supposed to parse it. Why is it coming in with a /n/n? That doesn't make sense. That's odd. Maybe it's because this isn't set up right. Replaces the search string with the new string. Ah, fuck's sake. Replace. Maybe I should just get rid of the replace module. Let's see how that does. Come on, we're almost there. We're so close. Turn you off. Run you. Run you. And turn you on. Process old data. Run. Use existing data. Okay, now it worked. What? Now it worked. Okay, but I think I did this wrong. Turn that off. Okay, hold on. Delete. Run you. You should grab a thing. Yes, okay. Process old data. Run. Use existing data. You should give me 2 emails. Yes. Okay, one of them worked. And one of them didn't. Why? I can't even check the feedback of it. This is insanely annoying. So why did one work but one not work? What is happening here? What is going on? Uh why? Why is it broken? Why is it broken? Why would one come through with the spaces and one not? This doesn't make any sense. Turn you off. Let me see if the webhook has any old data. Probably not. Son of a bitch. Okay, run you. Run you. Okay, you split. So you worked fine. You output correctly. And you parsed it correctly. And you accepted it correctly. Now I will process all data. Run. Use existing data. And did that work? Why is it acting like this? Why? What is happening? Hmm. It's like it's not going through that. Hmm. Why is that happening? Hmm. Why? Why is this not processing, right? Maybe I just won't split it. Maybe I'll just make myself the extra one without the split. That might make more sense then. Hmm. Yeah. I'll make a copy. Let me rename these. So you come here. Gonna rename them. I'm gonna make a new one, which combines them. So because I'm not exporting like a huge amount of leads, so maybe a couple hundred would be better. But I'm sorry, maybe if I'm only doing a few hundred, then I don't need to have the system set up, and it's gonna go through it just fine. I'm really not sure. I might have to just split it up so that it can do like 100 or 200 at a time if it takes too long. Not sure. Okay, anyway. So I'm gonna duplicate you. Keep everything the same. Okay. Go in you. I'm gonna take this real quick so I don't leak my API key. Get rid of that. This is okay. Then I can just push the data. I can grab you. Push the data straight into you. Uh, where do you take your information from? Title summary, title description comes from there. Title, summary, title description comes from here. Then Company name E and full name is choices message content. Choices message content. Full name is choices message content. Company name is E. If the email is valid, then yeah, you take you. Sorry, I'm just a bit focused here. I really want this to just end and work properly. Hmm. Okay, you actually then okay. You only need company name, full name. That's fine. You should be able to make a request. Find that if email is valid, comes back in here. I guess that would be wasting operations then. So I could take you out and have you look for names. If email is valid, then go through you. Um, this will actually be different. This will be email status. Oh, fuck's sake. Ah, come on, bruv. Unlink, run you. Stop, connect you. You do that. Email status valid. Take you filter if email is valid, condition equal to valid, and set a filter, delete this filter. Okay, so here's the way it's set up now. Goes through that, finds that, makes the variables I need, pumps through to ChatGPT. The ChatGPT is then optimized to have that come in. Then I'll take this JSON module. Let me make sure actually everything is still set up right. It's being filled in correctly. This might not have gotten what it needs now. No, it's fine. Comes from full name. Tools comes from number 1. Yeah, that's all good. Son of a bitch. God damn it. This is why I need to do more stuff off screen so I don't have to keep replacing my goddamn API keys. There we go. Okay, now that goes through this. into you. If that goes through, then JSON grabs result from you, and that goes into instantly, which grabs email from webhook. So this grabs email from, I guess, from there. Okay. Need to open point 1. You send. You don't even send the email. How do you even receive it? Huh. How do you even get the email? Wasn't sending it. That's interesting. Okay. Our email will come from here. Input full name will come from here. Since it's already been created, input full name. And then input company name will come from here. And icebreaker will come from the JSON module. So I need to run you something. Okay. So now I need to run these two. So I need a JSON response. I'm going to run module. Just give it some random bullshit. Hey there. Okay, good. Now run you. You should give me hey there. Yes. And now you icebreaker. Save. Okay. Here's our new one. Let's see if this one works now. So I'm going to run a test with 8 emails. I'm going to delete the ones from instantly. Let's go. And we'll see if it processes correctly. At least now I will have data to understand why some of the /n's were being added correctly and why some weren't. Okay, I'm searching. Okay, so only 2 emails were valid that it could find. So that's unfortunate. Out of 2 only came that many. So personalization came through correctly for both of them. Nice. Cool. So maybe it was just an issue with the way that the data was being processed. Hopefully now it works fine. Looks like it's working okay. Let's go into sequences here. You can see we have icebreaker and we have this one to test both of them. When we click on this, we get nothing. Oh, right, because this should be right. Personalization. Hey, Graham, came across your landscaping company. Noticed you mentioned most of your work comes from recommendations. So I figured I'd reach out. Came across your site. Oh, okay, maybe now it's came across your landscaping company. Notice you mentioned most of your work comes from recommendations. Came across your site. I guess whatever. It's not always going to be like this. I came across your site and spotted something that could help you book more jobs without wasting time on the wrong people. Can I send you a 3-minute video showing how it works? Yep. Good. Good. Now I'm going to make sure that I do the same thing for my second email campaign. Replace this with personalization. And bam. Nice. Turn on that. A/B test that. And turn on to A/B test this. Cool. So that system should be complete now. This should scrape what we need. Might have to do it like 100 or 200 at a time because the way that we had it set up previously, it was set up that way so that it could process infinitely. But for some reason, it wasn't working. Some of the data was being processed weird. So I decided to just say, fuck it. I launched it with this. If it breaks, if there's any other issues, I might have to go back in and tweak some more stuff in the ChatGPT personalization module. But for now, looks like it works. Everything seems fine. I'm going to stop here because I've already been going for a while. Holy shit, fixing that took like another half an hour. Damn. Okay, well, thank you everybody so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope this has been helpful to some degree. Hope you enjoyed my blabbering or work, behind the scenes work, whatever the fuck. And I'll see you next time. Bye.